Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. I thought I would come on and have a bit of Tuesday twaddle with you today. I've got a few bits and bobs to show you. First thing is this. I know you ladies that follow me on Instagram have already seen it. This drop cloth that I've done. It's on fabric. It's on a sturdy cotton. And it's quite stiff because some of the paint that I used was wallpaper paste that I did some papers with, so I can take that off now and have another clean sheet on. Yeah, what I might use it for a journal cover. I just like to do both sides because I never know what I'm going to use things for, but I thought it might make nice pages for like a needle case or inside a fabric book or something like that. But it's really pretty and I love it, and I've already ripped some bits up because I just like ripping pieces up as you do. I mean, you can make these into bows or whatever, ties for things. Got a runny nose today, it's cold. Little bows, and another bit, I've cut a bit of a thicker strip and then just stamped on it with some stays on ink. Thought that might go around a journal or something. Anyway, that's that. What else? Oh, these. Last week I said to you that I was tidying my craft room out. Well, you know what it's like. You find things that you've forgotten about, don't you? And I'm going to show you these. Again, I've shown these on Pinterest. But these must be, oh, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, probably 6 years old, when I first got my alcohol inks. And they've been in the drawer ever since. And I thought, do you know what? They're really pretty. They need to be out on display. So I've just put them on this little plate, but they're lovely. They took ever so well to the alcohol ink. And then I think, if I remember rightly, I just went over them with clear varnish or something. But they've not faded at all. Put them up like that. Hope you can see all right. But they really are lovely. Well, I think they are. I think they're pretty. I love this one. I didn't bother doing the inside. So that is they. What else have I got to show you? Let me have a look. Right, I've started I don't know what you call it, whether it's an en masse journal, a glue book, well, it's a scrapbook as I remember doing scrapbooks. I mean, God, when I was about 14, I'm sure a lot of you my age was the same. We used to have huge, great big scrapbooks, and mine, I absolutely filled it with David Cassidy pictures. I don't know what happened to it, but I've not got it now. But anyway, I've got loads of magazines, a lot that my granddaughter gave me, and I thought, right, I need to get rid of these magazines. I'll start snipping. So I've left it downstairs, but I've got a folder full of all snipped out images, and I intend to put them in here. So, I mean, this is just a catalogue that I picked up from John Lewis, I think. So I'll show you a few of what I've done. They're not all of snipped out images. Right, this was the last one that I did. It's really pretty, love it. And this, some of you might recognise the papers if you've done them. A couple of years ago, I think it was, we all went through the craze of doing till receipts, thermal papers. I'll show you some of them. I think I first saw Marcia, CC Creations. I'm sure it was Marcia that I first saw do it. And if you've not seen them before, you just need a receipt or some thermal paper, and you just put bits of paint down I mean, some of these I've used stencils, or yeah, most of them I think I've used stencils. Some of them my granddaughter's done, like this one. You just put bits of paint down however you want, but leave some white space, and then you blast it with your heat gun. So there was loads of videos about a couple of years ago, and when you blast it, the white pieces that you've left white turn black. The only thing is, you can't seal them. If you try that, like this one, if you try and seal it, I put glitter Mod Podge on the top of that, and it just takes the black off. It's like this one. Oops. That one there. Again, it just putting a seal on, it just took the black off. It's really weird. And this one. And that one as well by the looks of it, but I still like them. So I thought, right, these have been, I mean, I've made a few cards with bits of them, and I thought, right, they can go in. I'll chop them up and they can go in. So that's that page. That needs sticking down again. What else have we got? Oh, and then postage stamps. Now, I've had, this might be a long video, so if you don't like long videos, then feel free to go. I've had this tin of stamps on the go when my grandson was a baby. That's obviously one of his tins of milk, and he is 22 now. So that's how long. I mean, I made, the first thing I did, I'll show you some of my old projects one day. I put loads of stamps and like decoupage table mats and stuff, and it's still full, absolutely chock-a-block. They're not all old stamps, I've just kept adding to them, but they're, all that's left now is just these plain boring ones. But there's that many, I might do another page, another spread one day, but I just took out all the pretty ones. Lots of Christmas ones. But I'm enjoying doing this. It's foreign, a lot of the foreign ones, well, some of them have come from you lovely ladies in foreign lands, but a lot of them I got in a bag from a charity shop many years ago. The foreign ones. These are all UK ones. Yeah, so that's that one. What else have we got? That one I'm not going to show you yet. Oh, and then there's this one. I did this the other day as well. This is just sellotape, your normal sellotape. I don't know, do you American ladies, do you call it sellotape? I presume you do, I don't know. Tape anyway, this, clear tape. On my jelly plate, when I've finished, and just to clean it up, just stick it on your jelly plate and rip it off. And that's that. I saw, I have no idea who it was, but again, I mean, how long have I had my jelly plate for? 4 years, something like that. And I can remember seeing somebody, I have no idea who it was, but they were doing it. But they also did it where they stamped on their, let me think, they put paint down, and then they stamped on, let it dry, I think, and then stamped on top of it. And I had a bit of a go, but I didn't get brilliant results with that. But most of it is just cleaning up your jelly plate, and then on the back of it where the gaps are, I went over it with, I can't really, yeah, went over it with some, let me have a look. You could use powdered eyeshadow, or, oh yeah, oops, that's just gone on the floor now, I can't find it. Perfect Pearls, or that's just a powdered eyeshadow. Just rub it on the back to cover the clear bits up. if there's any left, and make it shiny. So I don't think I've used any of these. I've given quite a lot away in Happy Mail and that. Don't know whether anybody else has used any, or don't know that I've seen a lot of people do it really, but yes, I thought, right, it's time to get some of those used up. So that's what I've done. Just stuck those down with Mod Podge, and then I decided, because I've got so many, I did the cover. Sorry for the glare. And I just stuck a piece of duct tape on there. That's that one. Let's have a look. That's nearly it actually. Oh, these are cars, page of cars. I've not bothered painting the background. Well, I have on the last one I'm going to show you. I'm like cars, really. I have zero interest in cars, but there just seem to be a lot of images of cars. But I've got all sorts downstairs to put in at some point. And then this last one, I thought white is not my colour, so white can go in the front of the book. But I've not stuck these down properly. I can't find a lot of white images actually, and I did go over that just with some gesso. Yeah. So for this one that I'm not going to show you, this was my first one that I did. Have a guess what my first, it's a double page spread, what the first thing was I put down in here. And anyone that guesses, well, I've just picked one name out. I'll send you some, I don't know, bits of these and some bits of those other papers and just a little paper package or something, because I've not done a giveaway for ages. So yeah, have a guess what my, you're only allowed one guess. Right, that's if you're interested, if you want to. So that's that. What else have I got to show you? Righty-ho. Yeah, I mentioned paste paper. Now, I first saw, I believe Amy's done paste paper, Aljon, but the person I first saw was Joanne from Arty Farty Fairy, and I will leave the link to hers and Amy's, if I can find it, to their tutorials. That I made, just a minute. Oh, I'm not prepared now, I'm sorry. I went a bit mental. I just can't do anything sensibly made. It's either all or nothing, and this was all. So I made a bit of paste up. I've got a whole tub that will like last me 10 lifetimes of wallpaper paste. Let me have a look. Just a minute. And I just used this. It's just from Poundland, just the dry stuff. I obviously went a bit mad, and yeah, so I'll leave the link to Joanne's, and she tells you the more sensible way of doing it. But I've got lots more play there, so I had a go at this the other week, or a couple of weeks ago. I've put these up on Instagram. Let's have a look. I can show, I just cut some out of store cards, cut some shapes out like that. You just put it down and draw your shapes and all that lot. And I think these are, some of them are Pebeo paints. I enjoyed doing these. This one was more of a scratchy effect. That was probably with the thinner one. Just you can see them all right. Okay, I've actually left the backs plain. That one I didn't. Is that one? Oh, this one's got some texture. I was messing about with texture paste as well because I cleaned my room out. Excuse me, just had some cucumber. It's making me burp. Because I was cleaning my room out, I'd found all sorts of bits and bobs, and I thought, oh, I'll do some texture paste. And then, because this was with, what was it with? Oh, some wall filler. And then I added some glue because the wall filler had gone quite hard, so I added some glue to it, I think. I can't remember, to be honest, what I added to it, and then I was just messing about. And this one is probably, oh, this is coffee grinds. I've just started drinking proper coffee, so I thought it's a shame to waste those, so I mixed that up with some glue and I don't know, something else, probably baby powder, or I really should write things down. It's quite good. Is that one? Picking the shimmer up. That's not really one, and that's not really one. And that is they. Oh, and that was the paper that I was messing about with as well. So that's those. What else? What else? How many minutes are we on? Oh, 16. Oh my life, this is going to take forever to upload. Right. Oh, these. You remember this that I did a couple of years ago? Again, I don't know, my memory's so bad. I saw somebody do something similar, so I had to have a go. And I just loved it, so I thought the other day I'll have another go. It's just with watercolours, just putting circles of watercolours down, but that's as far as I've got with those. And my pen was blooming going right whappy. But that's alright, because I just kept flicking it then. But that's those on the go. And the other thing, I'm going to give you a bit of a heads up on a birthday challenge that I'm going to do. I'm going to be 60. I've just seen something else I've got to show you. I'm going to be 60 in May the 19th. 60. I cannot believe it. I really can't believe it's like I'm talking about somebody else. I can't believe I'm going to be 60. Oh my God. Anyway, so I thought I would have a birthday challenge. I shan't put it up. Well, we're not even out of January yet. February, March, April. I'll probably put it up the beginning of March, end of February, something like that. But all it's basically going to be is I'd like you to make me either an ATC or a postcard, just something that won't cost you a lot of postage, that will just fit in an envelope, just something like that. ATC, postcard, or if you don't, not a paper crafter, probably you know, a little fabric flower, or just something like that, something that you hand, you know, that's handmade for me. You don't have to send a birthday card, but if you want to, then that's obviously very welcome, but not a birthday card for the challenge entry. Anyway, I'll tell you more about that, but I just thought I'd give you a heads up on that for anybody that might be interested and have stopped this long with me. 19 minutes. Right, the other thing, it is going to be a long video. I'm just going to have to pop them on the floor. My sister-in-law came over last night, Mr. Doodle's sister, and her lovely husband came over, and she's bought me a load of goodies, and in this bag of goodies was some strips of card. She said, oh, I saved you these, don't know whether you'll do anything with those. So of course I did. When they're gone, I had to come in here and mess about, and I used these Tim Holtz Distress Paints. I've not used these for ages. I thought, oh God, I bet they're going to have been all dried up. Anyway, they weren't. A couple of them did take a bit of getting going. I've got 6 of them. I need to use them more because I really like them. So I just dubbed them on. But I think they're really pretty. They were just white on this side. Just daubed. Oh, what did I use? Those 3 colours, I think, for these ones. That was last night. Then this morning I just come in with some stamps. Some of the stamps is what a lovely Geraldine sent me for Christmas, and then some more of them was what I picked up from a charity shop for 50p. I was quite pleased with. So just made those and these ones, and that was these 3 colours. Obviously I made these first, being the colours that I tend to go for first. Yeah, I think they're really pretty, and I'll just show you if anybody's interested, because I suppose if I don't, somebody will say, oh, I wish you'd shown us. I'll show you the bits that she sent me. A lot of them. A lot of it. She sent me these, given me these pom-poms. She's just bought a pom-pom baker, and she said, oh, I made you some pom-poms. I said, oh, thank you. So I put it on my cord that's on my blind. They're cute. It's Maureen. She does a lot of baby clothes. I've mentioned it before. She knits for premature babies and that, donates it all to hospitals. And I said to her, oh, can you save me all your scraps of yarn? She said, what, even the tiny bits? I said, yeah. So she's got me this great big bag of bits that she's cut off. So I shall have to think of something to do with those. I might make some flowers, or make one of those other pieces of fabric where you put a net over the top and sew it. Don't know yet, but I'm well excited about that. And then this is all her leftover yarn, look. Beautiful, love it. Look at these colours, they're just so gorgeous. That's that, and then she'd also bought me some other bits. It's one of her nieces. She also sends me stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I've just cleaned my craft room out. But they both said, oh, if there's nothing you want, then just chuck it away. But look, how can you throw that away? That's just gorgeous. That's come out of a bouquet of flowers, I would imagine. You can't throw Rudolph out. There's loads of Christmas cards. I haven't had a good look through this bag actually. Loads of Christmas cards they've sent me. Some twine. Baker's twine. Oh, more twine. Oh, little snowman. And there's this that is falling to pieces. I presume that was in the bouquet, and that looks as though it's real flowers that have just been leaves that have just been spray painted gold, and there's loads of them. I mean, it's like treasure. I know it's trash to them too, but it's treasure to me. Look, loads of them. Treasure. It's gold. And some earrings. And there's some, a little bow, and there's an absolute loads of these. Oh, some more earrings, loads of these leaves, flower paper, brown paper. Look, treasure, more cellophane, treasure, and more brown paper. There's a great big load of brown paper and a gazillion gold leaves in there. So that, my dears, is all I have to twaddle on about today. That's enough, you say. That's enough, I know. Oh no, one more thing. Because I've lost weight, I know I've not done any videos about me losing weight, but I've lost 15, nearly 16 pounds. I thought, right, every £15 I lose, I'm going to buy myself something. So I've treated myself to a wood burning tool. I've not opened it yet. And it was from Hobbycraft. And it was £10, and I thought, right, so I added that to the basket, and then underneath it said, also for £10, you got this, and you got this. So I deleted that and ordered this set. I thought, how silly. I think that's really good, but I'm going to have a practice. I've never done this sort of thing before. But I just thought it's something different, and I shall have to practice on all those lolly sticks. Ice lolly sticks that Mr. Doodle saved, maybe. Practice on some of those. Yes, so that's good fun. What else did I buy? Oh, the other day I bought this little mini guillotine. I've got a really good guillotine that I have to keep downstairs because there's no room up here. Real big nasty one it is, but it's ever so good. But I've wanted a small one just for little scraps and that. And I did buy one it could have been last year, but I think it was the year before. Exactly the same size from Aldi. The first time I used it, it fell to pieces. It was £7.99, I think. Fell to pieces, so sent it back, got my money back, no problem. And I spotted this in the range the other day, and it's, is it Create and Make? I think it's like a new range of things they have in there. I've not been in the range for quite a while. And it was £5.99, and I thought, well, they change things, give you refunds if it's no good, and it's really good. It is a lot sturdier than the other one. Yeah, it was this piece here that fell to pieces on me, literally the first time I used it, but this is a lot sturdier. So if you're after a little mini guillotine, it goes up to 4 inches that way and 6 inches that way, I think it is. You know, and it just stands up at the end of my desk. And now I really am going, because I don't think I have anything else to show you. So thank you ever so much for watching. And if you want to have a guess at what you think that first spread in my little glue book, or whatever you call it, was, and anybody that guesses, I'll send you some painty papers or something. So a little thank you for putting up with all my twaddle and what have you. So take care everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.